Interesting, and you can pop that on. What's interesting is we were just talking about this, Sam, that you rolled in here and the crowd rolled in with you. I mean, are you aware of that? Are you aware that there's a buzz when you walk into a room?
Kind of, if that's fair to say. Not really though. I just kind of go about my business. And I'll notice it when people come up to me and say hi and ask for pictures. But
how often does that happen?
It's been happening a lot, lately with all the buzz. But during the season, when I was walking to class, kids would ask for selfies, students. So that was the main thing on campus. But the students are really nice. They're really good about being conscious of my time. They know I'm rushing to class, rushing to meetings, so they're very kind and very courteous of where I have to be.
Well, and I think part of the discussion with you is people are talking about you like we're in Phoenix, Arizona right now. Welcome to Arizona. Carson Palmer's our quarterback.
Yeah.
For the Cardinals, you have a legacy to fulfill. Is that an accurate way to put that? That you have to carry the baton for USC quarterback?
Yeah, I think that's definitely fair to say. But I wouldn't say I think about it like that. I think I've talked to Carson, I've talked to Matt Lynette, Matt Barkley, Cody, obviously when he was here, Sanchez. So I've talked to all of them, and they're very relaxed, very very cool guys. So I don't really feel the pressure. It's just more of going out there and wanting to play great, just for myself and for my teammates, for the coaches. So I just talking about it just gets me fired up for the season. I just want to go out there and play football again.
Yeah. Now, how do you, as we visit with USC quarterback Sam Darnold on 1580 The Fanatic, how do you stay grounded? Because it'd be easy for your helmet size to increase week by week, as everybody talks about the thing that happens in New York at the end of the year and all of that. I mean, how do you keep yourself grounded?
Yeah, I definitely stay grounded, and I'm very aware of the fact that with team success comes individual success. So I'm very aware that I didn't go 9-1 or whatever I went last year. Our team did, and I'm very thankful for the guys that I have around me, the coaches, obviously doing a great job. So I'm very thankful for the people around me and the close group of friends that I have and close family that really does a great job, I guess, keeping me grounded.
And I think when you play quarterback at USC, it's easy to fall into that.
Oh, yeah.
To talk about being a Heisman Trophy winner or talk about winning a national championship. But why did you pick USC? How did you end up there?
Right, so I, as a little kid, I grew up a USC fan, and it's well documented. But I think I always wanted to be a USC Trojan. Whether that was just going to school or being a football player. So it's been interesting to say that I've kind of lived out my dream so far, but I don't think that would be complete without winning a national championship period. That's really our main goal. But we can't do that without having a great training camp and obviously having a great first game against Western Michigan and getting it going because we don't have a bye after that.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest questions that has to be answered is your offensive line. A lot of people are curious about how that group looks. So standing behind them, how does that group look?
They look good. Very athletic is the term I would use to describe them. Also very experienced. People. We have obviously Chad Wheeler, Damian Mama, and Zach Banner left to go to the NFL. But we have 5 or 6 guys that can play multiple positions, have game experience, and didn't just get garbage time. They were in there for a good amount of the game. So we have guys that have experience, and it'll be interesting to see what roles they fill and who gets put where, because a lot of them can play multiple positions. And I think we'll find that out early on in training camp, and then we'll just roll with it from there.
But you also have a running back that's a difference maker, and I think I'm not going to say he gets caught in your wake, if you will, but I mean there's a lot of people that talk about you, but Ronald Jones is a guy that is as explosive as any back. This is a back-heavy conference. What does he do? What makes him special?
I think just his overall athleticism. Rojo's an interesting guy. He's a funny guy off the field, but when it comes to playing ball and playing in games, he's more serious than anyone, and he just loves to play the game too. And you can feel his passion for it when watching him play. And he's got that track speed. Once he hits a hole, he's gone. You'll see him. It's interesting to watch it from behind too. Sometimes he'll be dancing around. You're like, oh, what is he doing? And then all of a sudden he'll find a crease and hit it and go 80 yards for a touchdown. So anything's possible when we have Ronald Jones back there taking handoffs. But we also have other great running backs as well that people are going to have to get to know.
Yeah, and before I let you go, the other thing that comes to mind as we visit with Sam Darnold, brought to you by HARMONSOLAR, the other thing that comes to mind is that it's not just the quarterback. I mean, you have athletes all over the field, especially on offense. So when I say to you, what does USC's offense look like? At your best, at your peak, what will your offense look like?
Very balanced. I think that's the key word there is, last year we had a very balanced attack. If we can run the ball every snap and we can run for success, then we'll keep doing it. Why pass the ball when we can just run it all day? So that's our mindset. Make them stop the run and then throw it over their head. So
yeah, that opens up all kinds of options for you.
It does. So very fortunate last year that we had that very balanced attack, and we're looking to do the same this year.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Stay healthy. Best of luck, man.
Pleasure to meet you too. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Hey, let's come back to Pac-12 Media Days in LA. Brought to you by HARMONSOLAR. Just an amazing hour right there.
Yeah,
Cameron Smith, Sam Darnold, Clay Helton straight ahead.